Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. In the last episode, we completed Mu, we fought the vampires and got the third mystic statue, and we also went through an underground tunnel and made our way to the Angel Village. We could go straight to the village now, but I do want to go down here and talk to everyone because I haven't done that in quite a while. Will, I want to talk to you about something. It's hard to talk about, but I seem to have fallen in love with Lily. I dream only of her. I want her to notice me. It's not like me, is it? Not necessarily true. But you spend a lot of time together. It seems only natural. Soon it will be Lily's 15th birthday. I want to give her a present and tell her how I feel. What would you give her? And there isn't really a wrong answer for this one, but I'm just going to go ahead and choose a pretty necklace. Just because. Of course, something she'd wear would be nice. When she sees it, she'll think of you. Of course, I'll find stones and make a necklace. Thanks for the advice. I'll think about it. It's good to have friends. Why do angels live in such a dark place? It feels so gloomy. The sun is really bright. I'd never noticed that before. You've been able to go outside all your life. Come on. I think the angels are descendants of the Mu people. Wouldn't put it past them. If this was where the tunnel ended. Anyway, let's go back up. And we will go to the left here to find the actual village. Angel Village entrance. Alright. And let's go ahead and talk to the people around here. This is the Angel Village. If our bodies are exposed to the sun for long, we'll perish. Probably because they were so used to being underground for so long, and they just dug that tunnel that took a long time to take them to here. It's been said that we are the form into which humans evolve. Okay. I don't know when we started living here, but when I look at the ocean, my heart aches. I can only imagine why. We have no emotions. I've neither laughed nor cried since the day I was born. I just survive. And we can go down here to go a little further. Let's see here. There's a door here. And believe it or not, if you look inside this fountain and press A, you'll find a red jewel. That is the first of 4 in this area. And we'll find the three that we have yet to find soon enough. Yeah, we've seen that one already. People here love to dance. I dance to remember what it feels like to be human, but the picture on that wall was painted by Ishtar, but the model in the painting was lost. We are expressionless, but Ishtar painted us with faces overflowing with human kindness. After that, people wanting to be painted flocked here. I used to dance with the person in that picture. It should also be mentioned that Kara ran off on her own, and with people being painted only to disappear, that doesn't really sound like the best thing ever. And if you talk to this person in particular, you'll meet Jewel. Because we have over 20 red jewels, we will increase our psycho power. And what this does, it makes the psycho dash a little stronger. And let's go ahead and give him the red jewel we found in Mu and the one we just found in the fountain. That should bring us to 24. By the time you make it to here, minus the red jewel in the fountain that we just found, you should be at 23. And by the time you're done here, you should be at 27. So right now we're at 24. Because we gave him the one from Mu and the one from the fountain from earlier. And we have Dark Power and My Secrets. I definitely want to get Dark Power because that thing is very, very useful. And let's go ahead and cancel out of this and go over here. And is there anything to the right before I go further down? I want to believe that there is. That leads back up to the first part of the area. We've seen that, and we've seen that. So those guys tell us nothing interesting in particular. There is this room, though. And there are nothing in these pots. I'll show you the way to the studio. Remember it. Go with the wind. If you look at which way the torch flame bends, you'll understand. Down the dark street through where the wind blows to where you can hear the waterfall. Then look for the place where the sound of the waterfall is loud. Ishtar's studio is in front. Be careful. And even though she gave us that hint, it's really easy to get through that area to the studio, to be honest. You'll see soon enough. Once a human woman named Kara came here. Ishtar praised her beauty. Then she went to his studio. Uh-oh. This isn't good. We need to find our way to the studio here. Thankfully, we know how to get down there, which is right here. Oh, there's a person I need to talk to, just for the sake of talking to everybody in the town. Music is the best medicine for the soul. The right song will cure any disease. I'm not quite sure about that. There is another door here, and this leads to a dark portal. Also, there's nothing in the pots here. So don't even bother looking. And we're going to save our game, because why not? In case something happens. And let's go ahead and continue the journey, because, well, this video has only started. I've only been recording for about 7 minutes now. And this woman is apparently making a sculpture. I am a sculptor. I plan to make 1,000 statues in my lifetime. And here's another door behind a waterfall. This woman doesn't really say anything. She appears to be sleeping. It's like the spirit's drawn out. And there's nothing in these pots either. The rest of them will be on the road to the studio. And by talking to this woman, she'll ask if we know Ishtar. We do, because we talk to everybody. Ishtar's studio is on the other side of this door, but in front, creatures with hate in their hearts are waiting. If you must go, you can open the door. Just walk up to the door, press A, and you'll open the door. Now, despite the hints about the flame being pushed by the wind and everything, it's kind of easy to know what you're doing. And even if you get lost, you can easily get unstuck, unlike in Moo. Now, we do have to go in there, but okay, there's nothing else. I'm guessing I'm thinking later into this part of the screen. We do have some new enemies, but they're kind of variants of stuff that we've seen before. These skeletons will charge at us and try to hit us with rib-like boomerangs if we attack them. They'll also try to charge at us, while the bats will just swoop down if we get too close. And there's really nothing else here. There's only one door, so we might as well go ahead and go through it. I think this is where it starts getting interesting. You definitely want to use the Psycho Slider to get rid of the skeletons whenever necessary, because that'll do the most damage on them in the quickest amount of time. And we got rid of all the enemies, so all we have to do now is just make it out of this section into the next. Thankfully, it's right here. That part is straightforward. This one is a bit more of a maze than the last section. But of course, we do want to explore this whole area so that way we can get some strength bonuses and of course beat all the enemies that do so, including this guy. You cannot strike the body, you can only strike the mouth, and you definitely want to make sure it doesn't touch you. Thankfully, the mouth seems to move in random directions. If it does move towards you, you can easily smack it. Yeah, this is the one where you need to go to, but I'm going to go in here first, because there are, of course, some enemies. Just more of the same that we've been fighting all throughout this road to the studio here. And, of course, there's a dead end. But it's worth it, because I believe we get another hit point out of the deal if we do this like we're supposed to. And I believe this is the road that we're supposed to go to. you actually have to go down this road. But I'll go ahead and fight off the enemies anyway. And of course, you definitely want to watch out for those rib boomerangs. There's one more door that I need to go down, and I believe it is to the left of here. This is the one. There is one more enemy here, and once we take care of him... No, there's more? Oh, there's 4 more. Well, I guess it's time to go down and find out what's left. If we get another point of strength, we'll be able to beat these bats in one hit. So I can't wait to do that. It'll make this slightly easier. And we get a health bonus here, actually. I know there's another one that we're going to get pretty soon. But for now, let's go back to where we need to go, which I believe is this room? Yep, because we went 2 floors down, so we have to go down here. Now there are some bats here. There are 6 in all. You want to be very careful. Watch for shadows. Grab those dark power stones when necessary. I cannot wait for that strength bonus. I don't want to fight these things in 2 hits. Not that they're... Again, they're not especially difficult. They're just annoying, especially in this room. And I believe that's the last one. That gives us the strength increase we need. So we should be able to beat those bats in 1 normal attack, in case we ever run across them ever again. Now, you may remember in the update video, as well as I think early on in the LP, that I remember that I said something about being stuck here. This is the part where I got stuck and couldn't figure out what to do. There seems to be nowhere to go. And not even the handbook even tells you, hey, go up to this wall and press A. You actually have to do that. The wind blows through a crack in the wall. I found a hidden pass. Why couldn't they make that intuitive? Why couldn't the game hint at that? Why couldn't the handbook hint at that? Ay. Well, we're here now. We got this new enemy, this little skull-like turret that shoots left and right, only horizontally. You can take care of it really quickly. And there are 2 openings here. I want to check out both of them, and I'm going to check out the small opening first, after getting rid of all the enemies here, and getting the point of defense that we need. Because there's something here that I want. Inside this chest is a red jewel. We have the second of 4. And if you try to go out of here normally, it tells you the entrance is too small. So it just reminds you, hey, use the psycho slider here. Now you can go through here, and here's the wind tunnel. You do have to run, otherwise you will be blown all the way to the right. And of course you'll be fighting 2 more of the little skull turrets. Use the psycho slider to destroy them. Wait for the little red glowing eyes to stop, and then slide into them, and we have another hit point that we can use. So we're now at 25 hit points, I believe. And once we're over here, we can just get in the doorway, and we just have a few more enemies. As I said, once we have that strength increase that we really need, we can take care of these guys in just 1 hit. And then we got these clowns. Thankfully, the Psycho Slider makes quick work of them. And there's going to be more of these things, I believe. Thankfully, we're able to take care of the enemies here rather quickly. We got another point of defense. And we should be nearing the end here. All we have to do is just Psycho Slide into this opening. And we're hearing a waterfall. I'm going to be quiet. Notice how it is loudest here. Press A on this wall, and you'll find another hidden doorway. At least now you kind of figure out that you have to do this. But the first time, why? Every other time you have to open a hole in the wall, you use the Psycho Dash. So why just switch it up here all of a sudden? Come on. And there's nothing to the left here, so we might as well go ahead and go to the right. Just shimmy past these waterfalls here. And there are a couple of rooms that we want to go into. And here's the picture of Kara, and she doesn't seem as happy as the people in the other portraits. Kara's picture. She is contained inside it. And inside this room, you want to look in one of the pots here and with the A button to find the red jewel. Third of 4. It's this jewel, this pot in particular you want to look into with the A button. And we have a dead end. I'm assuming this is Ishtar's studio. Yes, it is. There's Ishtar himself. I wonder if you're here to get Kara. Go into this room. If you solve all the riddles, I'll give back the girl. And once you go in here, enter this door. Ishtar's voice resounds. Learn well the condition of that room. When you've learned it, leave the room. Well, we got a stone chair, a stone table, a bookcase back there. There's a gray pot and an orange pot, and then another orange pot. Now this room will be just like the one we were in before, but there will be a difference. Be sure to open up the doors with A, just like you did when you entered this dungeon. Ishtar's voice resounds. Show me how it's different from the room before. And of course a cursor pops up. Point at this pot, which is now gray instead of orange, and press A. Right answer, the jar has changed color. Good, go on to the next room. If you get them wrong, you'll have to go back to the previous room, check it out again, and then you'll have to do this again. Alright, second puzzle. Ishtar's voice resounds. Learn well the condition of that room. When you've learned it, leave the room. And he's just going to say that, so I don't even know why I'm repeating that. But we do have a rather blackish portrait here, a rather grayish portrait here. And we have 2 orange pots in the lower left-hand corner. Not much to remember here. And of course, for this one, the pots are gray instead of orange. So you want to click on those. Alright. Now it's time for the third room. Ishtar's voice resounds. Yeah, yada yada yada. There's a chest here. You want to open that up to get an herb. I believe that is the 8th herb of the game. And of course there's just the 2 statues in the rock there. And you open this one. Notice that nothing has changed. But a chest can change with the inside of its contents. So you want to click on that, because that's the only real answer you can do. Right answer. How have the contents of the jewel box changed? Good. Go on to the next room. And you want to open that to get the last red jewel of Angel Village. Now we have one more area. And we just have those sculptures and that rock in the corner. Nothing unusual here. When you go into this room, though, notice that Will's hair is being blown around by the wind. You want to click on Will. And you got it. Right answer. The wind blew your hair around. You have passed my test well. You may return. And you want to run all the way back to where Ishtar was. When you do that, there is a chest and there is a painting of Ishtar. I have been waiting for you. Sprinkle magic powder on the painting and give it a kiss. If you care about her deeply, something will happen. You'll see. I painted a self-portrait. Soon I will become the painting. You must take care of her. I don't even know how he's doing this thing, but apparently it's now coming to an end. I'm guessing he just admitted defeat and just decided to make himself the painting. But by opening that chest, we now have the magic dust. And we want to go back, I think, yeah, to the first room. Now that we have the magic dust, we want to equip it and use the B button at the painting to use it on the painting. He tries using the magic powder. He He spread his magic powder on Kara's picture. Now all I have to do is press A. Kara, please return to your original form. Will gently kisses the picture of Kara. And by doing that, the room flashes and the portrait disappears. And there's Kara behind us. Finally. Will, sorry for being so selfish. Kara, you make me so mad! You're not the only person on this journey! I don't know what I'm doing myself. When I was in the castle, I could have anything I wanted. But I was a completely different person before this trip. Naturally, it's a mistake to think you can control everything. No! When I'm far away, I feel close to it. When I'm close, I feel far away. I realize that now. It's alright if you don't understand. I will never forget what happened today. I hope you do, that way you never run off again. Kara, I was worried. Why are you always running around alone? Didn't you think about the rest of us? Will already yelled at me about that. My apologies to everyone. She understands now. We should forgive her. I think the floating city is about 3 days south of here. I think we should go there right away. Tell me when you're ready. And of course Kara gets out of your way, so we can talk to everybody. I think I saw a red jewel in the Angel Village. Well, I got news for you, buddy. I found all 4 of them. In the floating city, many houses are built on rafts. Kind of romantic. I like it. Lily will have her birthday while we're in the floating city. Kara looks a little strange. Has something happened to Kara? My intuition is usually good. Can we go now? Let's wait a minute, because I want to go back to the Angel Village and return the red jewels that we have found. So if we did this right, we should have 27. So let's go to the left here, talk to Gem, and give him the red jewels. There are now 27 jewels. Okay, so we got everything. We're getting close to 30, which will give us the dark power. And no, okay, this is the one that leads you up. Gotta look at those stairs. Now that we're done here, let's go ahead and head back to the guest room, talk to Neil to advance the plot, and then head straight down to the floating city. Can we go now? Yes. I think it's very hot in the floating city. If that's the case, I wouldn't be wearing that coat. Everyone be careful not to get heat stroke. I rest my case. And we are now heading from the Angel Village, wondering why we can't turn in the other direction to do this, to Watermia, the floating city. This should be rather interesting. This is the farthest I've ever been. I finally completed Angel Village and got past that stupid dead end. It should have gotten more hints. But, whatever, we're in Watermia now. We went to the Water City, Watermia, a beautiful town with houses built on rafts. The townspeople have kindly put us up at the house of young Luke. This is Luke's house. He is a lovable young fisherman. I'm going out on a long fishing voyage. You can use my house while I'm gone. Then why is he speaking in Luke's voice and color of text? I don't understand. But we are now in Watermia, and we will start exploring in the next video. So join me next time, where I take on Watermia by exploring it, obviously, and seeing what it has to offer. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!